Thanksgiving. How are you doing? Welcome in. I got to get hold on. I'm going to get my microphone closer to me. How are you doing, you guys? It's Friday after Thanksgiving, also known as shopping day. How are you guys doing? How did you do yesterday? How was your Thanksgiving? I would love to know. Today we're going to talk about basically feeling bloated after the holidays, quick tips and detox and reset fast. Bloating after the holidays is such a big deal. Let's talk about it. Let's give you some quick tips and tricks, and let's see if we can get you figuring that out really fast without having to diet. Like, you don't have to change everything all at once, but there are simple things that you guys can do. And I've learned my tricks over the years, and now you can too. Every single day, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We go live right here, us collectively, and we talk about insulin resistance. And the reason why we do that is because it's something that we have control of. And we've probably been taught that we don't have any control over insulin resistance, and that's not true. It's 100% reversible. So if you don't know who I am at all, which is totally awesome, totally cool, my name is Kirsten Liebelt. I basically turned back my own insulin resistance, kind of like as a I don't want to say mistake, because obviously it wasn't a mistake, but it was kind of like an accident. I kind of accidentally turned back my insulin resistance. But why that matters? Happy Friday, Carol. Good to see you. I had the most phenomenal Thanksgiving. I really, really did. I mean, it was spectacular. I would love if you guys would tell me how your Thanksgiving was as well, because seriously, it was really, really lovely. But I basically am Italian, and I grew up in an Italian family that food was freaking everywhere. And the message to us was to eat and eat and eat. And everything was about food. Everything was about food connection and emotional connection. And, I don't know if you guys are Italian or if you resonate with this, but when I was growing up, when somebody died, and it's probably still true to this day, but when somebody died, my dad was Catholic and my mother was Lutheran. Okay. And so the Catholics always had the wake the night before. I'm sure that they call it a visitation now, but back then, I don't know if it's still called that or not, because I'm not Catholic, so I don't know. It doesn't matter. But you never went if you could only go to one, you never went to the wake the night before. Like, why would you do that? When you would go to the funeral, and after the funeral, they had an Italian feast, like you feasted. So my dad, type 2 diabetic, insulin dependent, 2 shots a day, went through all of his stuff, his heart procedures and emergencies, and his kidney dialysis until he was dead at 63. And this is why I come and talk about this all the time, because you would have thought that it would have taken a rocket scientist or surely a team of doctors to figure out insulin resistance, since he had this lazy Susan full of medication. Like, why did he have to have so much medication, right? Well, it's because it's a domino effect. And that's why we talk about this all the time, because if you can deal with the core conversation of insulin resistance, everything else on top of it gets better, gets turned around, from HBP to PCOS to fatty liver and type 2 and gout in your feet. And literally everything is connected. Everything. So he was gone at 63 years old. He never did find out what it was like to turn back his insulin resistance, but I did, and I kind of did it accidentally. I mean, honestly, you guys, full on Italian, meaning like I had all of the connections to food. And type 2 diabetes is a food conversation. This is a diet conversation. Now, I didn't know any of this that I tell people all the time. Good morning, Jan. Good to see you. PCOS is polycystic ovary syndrome. Polycystic ovarian ovary syndrome. So basically, like, there's an infertility factor in there. So for a lot of women who have been diagnosed as PCOS, and if you have not been told by your doctor that there's an insulin resistance connection, I don't know, change doctors. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, okay. So basically, when you finally realize that you can turn back your insulin resistance, you realize that you can actually finally lose weight. And that is very exciting. I feel like my computer is so close to me today. I don't know how to fix that, but that's okay. So when you can turn that back, I've lost now 3 sizes in my 50s. And that's after my cycle stopped. And that's kind of a big deal because we always think, oh, I know. This is what it's like to get old. This is what it's like. It's all in now. I mean, I had my heyday, right? I had my heyday. I had my teen years. I had my 20s when I looked good. Kristen, good to see you. I had those days. I'm now downhill from here. Is that what we're doing? Downhill from here. I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 50s, and I'm just packing on the pounds. And there's no return from this now because it's my metabolism, which it's a factor. I'm not saying it's not. But it's my metabolism. It's what it's like to get old, all these things. No. You can do something about it. You can literally turn your body into a fat burning machine. You can stop the good morning. I had such a terrific Thanksgiving, Kristen. Thank you for asking. It was so lovely. I left last night and I literally, I don't know if this, whatever. I came home last night and I said to my husband, I said, I'm not sure how I'm going to sleep. Like, that was such a great day. We didn't go over to my daughter's till about 3:30. We had my son-in-law smoked a brisket and a salmon, and we had really amazing food. And then we played with the kids, my 3 littles that are 3, 2, and 9 months old, 8 months old. And we had such a great time. And then after the kids went to bed, we put together a puzzle, almost completed it, not quite because it was getting late, about 12:30 or 1 a.m. Puzzle and Elf and Polar Express. So we had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for asking. And I hope you did too. I hope everybody had such a great one. So I wanted to give you guys some basic, again, I didn't know what I was doing. So I basically started to supplement and not knowing anything about supplementation. So now I love coming and talking to you about simple answers to fix things that, that could even be like home remedies. That could even be like simple things like this is either simple or it's not. This is my conversation that I have in my head all the time. I either have to come to you with this long list of to turn around your insulin resistance at 621 steps. I hope you can track with me here. 621 steps to turn around your insulin resistance. How likely are you to pay any attention to anything that I have to say? If I say, I know, Kristen, it was really good. I'm just telling you, like, that is overwhelming. Are you not already overwhelmed, wondering if you will ever lose the weight? I thought maybe I was supposed to just embrace Italian obesity and type 2. That's what was in my head. Maybe this is just my lot in life. Maybe this is just how this goes. Maybe I don't have a chance or a choice. But that is like the furthest thing from the truth. So when I started with supplements, talk about them all the time, the trio. And then I changed out my food. So I have 2 steps that I want to talk to you about on any given day. Balloons on Instagram, because I did a V. Instagram does fun things. So 2 steps. So not 621 steps, not 999 steps, 2 steps. Let's keep it as simple as that. Okay. So, all right. Yesterday, I don't know how everybody ate. I actually, I probably definitely overate in calories for sure. But, because I had a lot of nuts, I was snacking on nuts and good stuff like that. But, if you feel like yesterday left you just bloated and gross and you're not really sure kind of what, like, this is just the beginning of the season, and maybe you're thinking, this is going to be a rough one. Or maybe you're thinking, I don't know how to fix this. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how you can fix it today, like right away. Okay. So the first thing is, let's talk about some home type remedies. Okay. How about we do that? So the first one is hydration. I think nobody is surprised at this. However, Start your day with a glass of warm water and fresh lemon juice to stimulate your digestion and your liver function. So this is why oftentimes we ask for, lemon in our water at a restaurant or whatever. My recommendation is, okay, here's a little insight into my brain. Never ask for the lemon in the water. Okay, but you're at home and you've got a lemon and you're going to have warm water and lemon to get your digestion going and your liver function going. That's awesome. Squeeze it in there, right? That's great. But the reason why I don't do that, you guys, I'm such a geek. It's because I know that maybe that lemon has not been washed, or that there's no way you could really wash off all those toxins. Because how many of you think that at Perkins, they're actually buying organic lemons for you? I'm just being a geek, and I know it. And I'm not a perfect ingredient person at all. I'm really not. It's just that's just one of the things that I think about. However, start your day. Let's not get off track here, people. Let's not get off track. Okay. Hydration boost. Start your day with a glass of warm water and fresh lemon juice to stimulate your digestion and your liver function. Number one. Add a pinch of Himalayan salt for electrolyte balance. Add a pinch of salt for electrolyte balance. Okay. Number two, how about herbal teas? Herbal teas. Sip on dandelion root tea, or ginger tea to support liver detoxification and soothe bloating. Okay. Green tea with mint can also help with digestion and provide antioxidants. How many of you have received a card from me in the mail as a new customer? I send you a card and then I send you a sample of our ginger mint tea. I thought maybe I had it by me, but I don't. Of our ginger mint tea. It is really amazing. Number one, it's organic. Number two, it tastes like Christmas in a cup. And number three, really good for digestion. That's why I send it out to you guys, so that you can have another layer to help your digestive system, your bloating, etc. It's a ginger mint tea, and it's organic, and it's amazing. It's so, so good. All right. So ginger tea, dandelion root tea to support your liver detoxification and soothe your bloating. Green tea with mint can also help with digestion and provide antioxidants. Number three, Epsom salt bath. When is the last time you did an Epsom salt bath? So my dad, his type 2 diabetes, he was constantly soaking his feet in Epsom salts, constantly. Like this was if I close my eyes, I can see the bowls in the kitchen that we would pull out and fill with warm water and Epsom salt so he could soak his feet. Like this was constant because his type 2 diabetes had progressed. And so he had sores on his legs, right? Because your sores don't heal when you're type 2. It gets to that point. That's one of the things that I was checking on myself when I was in my upper 40s. And I finally, after 25 years of not doing anything, I finally decided that I was going to do something, but I didn't go to the doctor, which is what my mom wanted me to do. Kirsten, go to the doctor, get your sugars checked. Why wouldn't you do that? I didn't know anything. I knew nothing about an A1C. Like an A what? Like I knew none of this. So an A1C, I would not have thought to myself, I'm going to go get my average blood sugars from the last 3 months. I'm going to go ask for an A1C. No, I was not going to darken the door of a doctor's office because I was too scared at what they were going to tell me. And I did not want them to tell me nothing, meaning your sugars are too high, you're type 2. I didn't want to know anything. And so I basically watched this. Anytime I'd get a sore on my body, I'd track it. I'd just pay attention because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't taking a long time to heal. And I'd be like, okay, is that normal healing? Okay. Is that too long? That's what I was doing. I know, right? I'm outing myself, but I want you to know you're not alone in your brain trying to figure things out on your own. Thank you, Penny, for sharing. You're freaking amazing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. I really appreciate you guys. So that's what I was doing. So an Epsom salt bath, soak in a warm bath with Epsom salts to help reduce inflammation, relax muscles, and flush toxins. You could do that today. You could literally go today to the drugstore or to, like a mart and get yourself a bag of Epsom salts in the pharmaceutical area and just follow the instructions on the bag, like maybe a half a cup or whatever per bath. and sit in there, and you could begin to like get yourself detoxed from maybe yesterday, or take these tips into the next few weeks as you have holiday parties, etc. Okay. Ruth says, yes, fix it. You ate way too off yesterday. Haven't done this forever. Oh, she took the gut primer this morning, and you got home and woke up better than expected. Uh-huh. You are so smart. Himalayan salt is great. Yes. So she's talking about the gut primer that I talk about. We'll talk about it in just a second, but that's the one that my daughter took at night when she was super bloated. And then the next morning it was gone because hello. Anyway, number 4, move your body. Engage in light movement, like walking or stretching. I mean, you don't even have to do that much just to get your lymphatic system moving, and you're going to promote lymphatic drainage and circulation. I'm going to go walking today. Does anybody want to know where I'm going to go walking? I'm going to do what my family likes to do the day after. Crystal, good morning. Everybody's on TikTok today. That is totally fantastic. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Anna, oh my gosh, it's a party. Okay, so does anybody want to guess where I'm going to go walking today? Brenda, good morning. It is cold in Minnesota. It is cold in Minnesota, Brenda. Oh, it is cold. It's, put on my parka. I don't actually know what the weather is. I could have listened to my husband. He's on the radio and he was just doing forecast a little bit ago. And I could have listened to that, but the mall, I'm going to the mall, Carol, but I'm not going to any mall, you guys. I'm going to the Mall of America. I know we're crazy people. We are the crazy people. So like me, my husband, my adult children, I don't know if my daughter is coming with her littles today. They may not be because they might be going somewhere else for another Thanksgiving dinner. But we go and we walk the mall and we people watch. In the Mall of America, of course, it's going to be cuckoo bananas. There's going to be 5 million people there. But it's just when you just walk the floors, and we'll walk all 3 floors. And that is just very helpful for, like, again, movement, right? You just want to get your steps in. And plus it's decorated so pretty. So thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Penny. You guys are awesome. Yep. Shopping mall. Anna knew. And I probably won't come home with anything. I mean, I might, but I don't think so. Like, I'm not going for that purpose. I'm literally not even going to shop for presents or anything, because that's not my goal today. My goal is to get in steps. Hold on. I can feel my hair being weird back here. Hold on. 2 seconds. Okay. So it's cold in Tennessee too. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Suzette. Woo! You guys are awesome. You lost track of time. Oh, Terry, you're so funny. Easily done on Black Friday weekend. Easily done, because we're all off schedule a little bit. All right. So the last one was move your body. And then that was the one previous. The last one now is apple cider vinegar tonic. Okay. Mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drink before meals to improve digestion and reduce bloating. All right. So let's just go over those 5 quickly. Hydration. Okay. So this is how to detox your body after a holiday meal or a holiday party. Okay. And doing it with home remedy thought process. And then we'll move into a few other tips and tricks for you guys. Number 1, hydration boost. Warm water with a squeeze of lemon in it to get your liver going and to detoxify you a little bit more. Add a little pinch of Himalayan salt for electrolytes. Number 2, herbal teas. Sip on a dandelion root tea or a ginger tea to support liver detoxification and soothe bloating. A green tea with mint can also help with digestion and improve antioxidants. Number 3, an Epsom salt bath. Soak in a warm bath with Epsom salts to help reduce inflammation, relax your muscles, and flush your toxins. Number 4, move your body, even if it's walking at the mall. Move your body and get your lymphatic system draining and get your circulation going. Number 5, apple cider vinegar tonic. Mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drink before your meals to improve your digestion and to reduce bloating. Okay. I don't know if you guys already knew those or not. Now you can add in a couple of different things for like food ingredients. You can add in cleansing greens where you're focusing on spinach, kale, or parsley for chlorophyll, which helps to detoxify your liver. Somebody asked me that question yesterday. Do I do greens for my liver? And the answer is yes, probably just not the way most people do. Like, I'm not eating a bunch of salads. When I take my multivitamin set, it's actually 3. It's 3 in one serving. One is a multivitamin, one is a multimineral, and one is a phytonutrient, which are plants. Then I have my gut primer, which has fermented greens in it. And I also have a greens powder, which is organic. So I just do things differently. And my husband loves taking our organic greens and mixing it with the primer. He loves that flavor together. Somebody reached out and asked me about that yesterday. He's like, I seriously, honey, I would go and buy this at the store if they sold this. If they sold this mixture combined, he just gets so excited. He thinks it's so good. I think, it's greens. I don't know. I'm not a tea person, and this tastes like tea. And I love the ginger mint tea. That's why I send it out to you guys. I like ginger mint tea. I like maybe a chai tea flavor, but I'm not a greens tea person. But it doesn't matter, because that is literally like, this fixes my life. I'm just saying, this gut primer really does keep my impacted waste moving and is helping with liver function and all of the good things. So hold on. Penny, cold in Tennessee. Oh, see? Oh, you guys, you're so fun. So Terry, meet Penny. Penny, meet Terry. You're both in Tennessee. That's awesome. So cleansing greens, fiber-rich foods can help, obviously, anytime you're eating a good fiber, real fiber, don't eat trash fiber. And then anti-inflammatory additions would be turmeric or cinnamon in meals or teas to combat post-party inflammation. So I'm a cinnamon girl. I absolutely adore cinnamon. So if you make the Maria Emmerich egg white bread, you could use cinnamon in there and layer cinnamon and swerve brown sugar in that. You could put cinnamon into full fat plain Greek yogurt and get your protein and add cinnamon and maybe some liquid stevia to that. You could get cinnamon that way. And then when it comes to turmeric, I have the best turmeric on the face of the planet. If anybody's looking for turmeric, I don't know that you can find a better turmeric. The claim is, and coming from a company that would never, ever in a million years compromise their 90-year reputation, the turmeric is 45 times more absorbable than any other brand. You take 400 milligrams of what I'm taking, and it's like taking 6,000 milligrams of potentially what you're taking, because turmeric is not that absorbable unless it's done well. When done correctly, you can get it into your system and really bring down that inflammation. That's a side note. And then supplements for quick recovery. This is going to, like everything I talk about, it's like I love the confirmation in what I'm taking. I love the confirmation in the fact that I've made good choices for me. That makes me so happy. So milk thistle, it's in the trio, FYI. Probiotic. I take the probiotic. In fact, I'll whiz it up. I'll zhush it up here for you in just a second. I take my probiotic with my gut primer, and I'll talk to you about that here. Activated charcoal. I've never done this, but activated charcoal helps bind and eliminate toxins. Take it short term after a heavy meal. Okay. Digestive enzymes. So there are digestive enzymes in the gut primer. That's why this helps people so much with their indigestion. Love that very, very much. I actually I have a separate digestive enzyme that I take just because. So what happens in your body is that you stop producing those digestive enzymes. Hey, sweetie, when you get 2 seconds, can I get that cord?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. You don't have to do it right this second. Okay, thank you. He's so nice. So digestive enzymes, if you're having a hard time digesting your food and you're thinking, oh, I just get acid reflux and that's normal. No, it's not. Fix it. You have to fix it. You don't want constant acid jumping back up and causing esophageal cancer or something worse, something bad. Like, and I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not declaring that over you. I'm just saying, like, fix it. It's not normal to not get sleep. It's not normal to be stressed all the time. It's not normal to have anxiety and depression. It's not normal to have indigestion. It's not normal to be bloated all the time, feeling like you're pregnant. It's not normal to be constipated. It's not normal. We have to fix these things to get our bodies back to Porsche mode. Remember, God made your body to run like a Porsche. Let's get back to Porsche mode, right? That's our goal. Like, let's get back to functioning. So digest your stuff. So digestive enzymes aid in breaking down large meals and reducing your bloating. That's a good one. A gut primer, that's hello. And then vitamin C and NAC boost antioxidant levels. So I already took mine this morning. I have an immunity pack. You know how I talk about the purple packet sometimes? I've taken adaptogenic herbs, and this has your B vitamins in it also. I've taken these adaptogenic herbs for a long time. Over 10 years, because they helped me with brain fog, and then they help balance out my hormones. Adaptogenic herbs help your body adapt to stress. They support your adrenals regulate your hormones. There's another pack just like that. It's called immunity pack, and this has vitamin C and echinacea in it. So I've been taking one of these every day, sometimes twice a day at the beginning, just because I was around people who were not feeling well. But this vitamin C is time released over 8 hours. And like I said, I already took it. It's time released over 8 hours, and it's from acerola cherries. And if you look that up online, acerola cherries is like the second most potent way to get your vitamin C. So vitamin C is a very high antioxidant, and it aids in detoxification. Side note for anybody who's taking the blood orange pixie stick fat burner, high antioxidant. Again, blood orange, it's very high in vitamin C, and it's a high antioxidant, and it's that clinical dose that's targeting the visceral fat. But I'm just telling you, doing stuff like that on a regular basis can keep your body functioning at a much higher level so that you can keep detoxing. Okay. I should, again, every single day, I should just have a uniform where I wear my t-shirt that says love your liver. Cause it all comes down to liver, help your liver, let's see, help your liver with the trio. Like I'm telling you guys, just get it functioning and you'll feel so much better. So those are some of the basic ways that you can actually do some detoxification like right away. So I gave you the natural ways to do it. But then when it comes to supplements for quick recovery, the recap on that would be milk thistle. That's in the trio, a probiotic, activated charcoal, digestive enzymes. That's in the primer, a primer, and vitamin C. Okay. And you want a really good one. Don't get crap vitamin C, like a citric acid or something. Get a really good potent vitamin C that can just bam, just knocks things right out of you. That's why I take the immunity pack. The minute I feel anything, or if I'm around people, I'm like, my husband's like, he will literally be like, why do we not have a box in the cupboard? Like, I don't understand. We need to have a box in the cupboard at all times. And that's what we do to keep ourselves like moving through the Minnesota winter. Welcome to the Minnesota winter. Oh my stars. That's how that goes. But I am going to I actually did not take my primer this morning. Only because I was running behind schedule. I wish I could say it was because, I was being really intentional. I was just running behind schedule because, we were up late. So I kind of slept in a tiny bit, and then we're going to go to the Mall of America. So that's what we're doing. But if you've never taken a primer before, I want to just give you just a very quick synopsis, because it looks like a greens product, but it's not. It is actually a 6 blend primer. Like you would prime the walls of your house before you paint, or you would put primer on your face before you put on foundation. And so it literally has, and I don't have that much water in here. I have about this much water in here. Do you want to see what my mug says? It says, "You're on mute." I have a girlfriend that gave me this. I am not on mute. Am I on mute? I am not on mute. I just want you to know that. It's really funny. But a primer, for those of you that are already taking it, you already know the benefits. I have the testimonies that I'm getting are indigestion gone, bloating gone, leg cramps gone, sleeping better, more energy, constipation gone. I might have said that. Not taking over-the-counter stool softeners and laxatives, those types of things. And what happens is when you can move that impacted waste, when you can break down your food, when you can stop nutrient leaching out of your gut, you guys, one of the reasons why the trio works so well, not just because it supports your internal, like your cellular level, one of the reasons is because it's filling in nutritional deficiencies, because that's what's happening. Insulin resistance leads to leaky gut. So if you didn't know that, that's what's happening. Insulin resistance, leaky gut. And then when you get to the point of then not feeling well, and if you don't know that you're leaching those nutrients, that's the problem, right? So what they did was in the primer, here, I'll do it this way so you can see my mug. Prebiotics, postbiotics, digestive enzymes, alkaline spices, fermented greens, digestive enzymes, and fiber from extracts of fruits and vegetables, all off of organic farms. Okay. So you're not making your liver, like, we're not going to take a greens product or a primer that's not clean and make your liver try to break down glyphosate and expect it to work. That doesn't work, right? The reason why the probiotic is separate is because these are sensitive. These are active. So when you're taking probiotics, number one, don't take them with anything hot. Okay. Don't heat it. You can heat the primer. Don't heat this, drink this, and then take your probiotic if this has been hot. Okay. These are alive. You need live cultures. This is how you're doing this. Like yogurt's not enough. Kefir's not enough. Kimchi's not enough. Sauerkraut's not enough. You need more in order to be able to actually get what you need to fix what's going on. I think we know the level of gut issues that we have. And if you want your bloating after holiday meals or during the holidays, you want the next month to look completely different, I'm telling you, you can do something like this that will absolutely shift. Like the picture of my daughter where she was so bloated one night, this was like 3 weeks ago now, I think. And then she took a serving of this before she went to bed, woke up, and it was like, she didn't look pregnant anymore, you know? And I think that we're tired of being constipated and bloated during the holidays. It's really stinky. So I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so I'm just going to zhuzh this up. And I'm actually going to, I'm adding my collagen. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, if you're not a collagen person. But I have collagen peptides. And the reason why is because you start losing collagen like at 25. Like, it's ridiculous. So all of that wonderfulness in your skin, everybody wants collagen, and we know that. But this is literally peptides. So I'm going to add this in here because I know somebody's going to ask me, what are you adding? It's collagen peptides. And you can just find it on my site. And it's powdery. There we go. And I just add that in there. There's no flavor. It's just high quality. High quality. Hair, skin, nails, joints, gut. Like, collagen is amazing. Good collagen. All right, hold on. Okay, so this basically has a little spice to it. The ginger spice, the turmeric spice. It tastes basically like a tea. I basically just down it. I put a little bit of cold water straight out of my fridge and I down it. Some people are adding it to different things. Some people are heating it up and drinking it like a tea. You can do whatever you want in terms of that. I am not a sipper. I'm not a tea sipper. So that's why I just drink mine. So I'll just drink it. I usually take my supplements with it, but I already took them because I wanted like everything to be working. And by working, I mean like my brain. So I'm super used to this now. And you can just taste that, you know, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of ginger, and then that greens kind of taste. And that's basically what that is. And some people like it and some people don't. And some of us just get used to it and it's fine. And my husband likes to boost it with the greens product, which is organic greens. And then for the probiotic, I just take the Balance one where it's 5 strains of powder. I can show them to you. Super fine white powder. And I'm literally just going to put it on my tongue. And this has a prebiotic and then 5 strains of a probiotic. You want something that is in the billions for CFUs. You want something that is way high. I had somebody reach out to me and say, if it's only in the millions, I'm not interested because my husband died of cancer. And during my cancer journey, I learned a lot. And I know that it needs to be in the billions. And so sure enough, and she's like, okay, that's very impressive. That's good. Cutting corners when it comes to supplementation, if you're going to cut corners, don't cut corners with the quality of what you're taking. Cut corners in terms of how streamlined you are in what you're taking. Taking more of something that's not effective or not, and this tastes like the powder at the bottom of the cereal bag. I'm just telling you, I haven't had cereal in years. Years I haven't had cereal. So I'm just saying. That's how you end up knowing that you have like, connections with food, right? So, oops, my scoop needs to go in there. Anyway, what was I saying? Y'all, what was I saying? I don't remember. It's okay. So anyway, that's been my routine now for quite a while. And I'll just tell you, like, you can deal with your own bloating and, cutting corners. Instead of cutting corners in the quality so that you can have a full supplement cupboard, maybe streamline your supplement cupboard and only have a few things that are really targeted for yourself. If you're looking to target insulin resistance, I highly, highly, highly recommend the trio. That's where all the testimonies are. Oftentimes on TikTok, I will have like a graphic up here that'll show you how to go to my profile. You click here and then my name comes up again here and you click again on my face. And on my profile, you'll see like my link, my site. And when you go to the site, there's a number right there at the top and you can text me. Okay. And you can say, hey, I was on your live and you're talking about the trio and I need a cart to see what you're talking about. And those 3 supplements, that is where I started. This is how I started. This is what fully supported me in losing 3 sizes in my 50s now. 3 sizes. And the truth is that when you have testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony, you don't have to listen to me anymore. You don't have to take my word for it. At the top of the Instagram page, there's a pink highlight bubble. Go to hi, Carla. Good to see you. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. There's a pink highlight bubble. And inside of that pink highlight bubble, there's testimony after testimony after testimony. So you can find out, oh, that's how they brought down their sugars. That's how they brought down their insulin. Oh, that's how they're losing weight. Terry's lost 40 pounds in 8 months. She switched out her foods. She started taking the trio. She's lost 40 pounds in 8 months. Like, that's crazy, right? That's amazing. And she's 62. Like, you can't be taking advice from people who are in their 30s. If they are not viewing things through the lens of insulin resistance and you're insulin resistant, which is almost pretty much everybody, I mean, not completely, but almost. So you never went to the doctor to actually see where you were at before you even started. That is correct, Lisa, because I was gestational diabetic with my first baby. So I knew where my starting point was because I was taking my blood 4 times a day because my sugars weren't okay. They were not. So that's so funny though. I mean, that's so funny. Yes, I know. I'm telling you, I was negligent. I was totally negligent with my own health. Hi, Claudette. Hi, friend. Good to see you. Oh, you guys, you're so awesome. So basically, when you can start to see that other people are getting results at our age, you guys, at our age, not a 30-year-old that can still like maybe hack their metabolism a little bit or something. So when people tell me, I've been trying to go back to counting points. I've been trying to go back to just living in a calorie deficit or just doing a lot of high intensity cardio or whatever. I've been trying to go back and it's not working anymore. It used to work for me like, like a charm, and it doesn't work anymore. And that's because if your insulin and your sugars are high, you can't lose weight. So if nobody's talking to you about being insulin resistant, if nobody's talking to you about having high insulin, I don't know what to tell you. Like, they're not telling you the connection. What they're telling you is that your labs look good. Your labs are fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine until all of a sudden, oops, God darn it, you're pre-diabetic. You should probably take this med right here. We'll just write you all a little scrippy poo. And that's what's happening. And it's very frustrating because this is not a terminal diagnosis. This is ridiculous that that's what our system is. That's what it looks like. That's what we're doing. We're disregarding any thought process towards us saying, oh, my belly fat is like out of control. Why do I have so much belly fat? I'm exhausted all day long. I just want to take a nap. I'm so tired. Like, do we feel heard? Do we feel like we're getting the answers that we want from our providers? If all they ever do is talk about scripts, increasing scripts, or upping the dose of scripts, and that's the only answer ever, this is really ridiculous. And it's a very sad state that we're in when those are the only things that get told to us, or that a diabetic nutritionist can tell you that you can eat 150 grams of carbs a day. This is not okay. That's actually really, really trash advice. And we have to wake up and become our own advocates in this process. But I feel like my message is, number one, it's not as hard as you think it is. You don't have to become a rocket scientist. You do not have to even study. You don't even have to you don't have to take a course. You don't have to get a degree. You don't have to get a certificate. You don't have to do anything like that. This is way, 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 way easier than that. So what do you have to do? Well, if you want to just copy what I did, like you find somebody who did what it is that you want to do and you do what they did to get the same results and copy them. Well, if you're going to copy me, I started a little over 10 years ago with the Trio. These are 3 supplements that have 3 ingredients that help with insulin sensitivity. I would be more than happy to talk to anybody about this. You can ask for a cart from me, and it doesn't even mean you have to purchase. What if you just wanted to see what I'm talking about? What if you just wanted to share with me a couple of the things that you've been going through, and we can chat? This is so helpful to be heard finally. And the second thing that I did, I traded out my food ingredients. And I thought that was going to be the most mountainous thing that I ever did on the face of the planet. I thought that was going to be so hard. Like I was never going to be able to accomplish that because I'm Italian. And being Italian meant to me, well, we go to weddings and we eat a lot of food, and we go to funerals and we eat a lot of food, and we go to wherever. I mean, like, it's just an emotional connection. You're supposed to eat. And then when you gain weight, you're supposed to lose weight. And then when you lose weight, you're told not to get too skinny. Like, this is a mind problem. So there's a group called Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. You can go to my profile up here on TikTok. Go to my profile. My face will come up. Click on my profile again. And on my site, it's a 1-page site, you guys. It's myfirstlastname.com. One page, there's a number. You can text me. Hey, I was on your live. You're talking about the gut reset protocol. You were talking about the Trio. Like, I need to see those. I want one. I want both. Put them in a cart. Let me see what they are. New customers are getting Amazon cards today. That's a whole nother conversation. You can ask me about that. Because it's Black Friday. So like $100 or more is at $10 and $200 or more is at $20. Because I want to encourage you to take that Amazon money and maybe go and buy some alternate ingredients. Okay. Like this is a stevia, this is a liquid monk fruit, actually. Things like that you can get off of Amazon. sweeteners and maybe an almond flour. You've never tried an almond flour or something before. So I wanted to be able to like bless you with the ability to buy some ingredients. That was just what's in my head. Of course, you can use it on yourself and buy yourself a piece of clothing or whatever. I don't know. I'm just telling you what's in my brain. But that's why I make my information so readily available. Like, don't sabotage yourself during this season when here we are. You could completely spend the next 30 days gaining weight, or you could get in the group and on that one site page that I have, scroll up. There's a Facebook blue button. Get into the Facebook group this Monday, December 2nd. We're starting another 5-day challenge. It's free. Every day I come here, free content, challenge every month, free, to get you resourced, to get you encouraged, to get you a track to run on. You don't want to be told, hey, buy this product and then be left in the dust. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants to be able to be coached by somebody. Everybody wants to be able to have somebody walk journey with them. Everybody wants to be able to have the ability to bounce things off of somebody, or to say, hey, I don't know anything about switching out my ingredients. Is this a good one? Anna has asked me that question a million times, and it's wonderful because she has completely, by doing that, switched out her entire pantry. And the results that she's getting are like amazing. Like, that is how you do this. Sometimes you just need a friend. You just need a friend who's been where you want to go. Okay. So very much so. All of these different testimonies, the one last year, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, lost 25 pounds with the trio. 25 pounds over the holidays. Over the holidays. I'm just telling you, you can have a different holiday. You can have a different, yes. Oh, Anna says, you are the best coach. Love you. Anna, you're so sweet. I just love somebody that is in a challenging circumstance in their life, and they take responsibility for their own advocacy, and they realize that the providers and the matrix aren't going to help you. Like, that's just my opinion, that a lot of times their help is not the help that you actually need. You're going to have to critically think for yourself. You're going to have to ask yourself questions. Why am I so connected to food like that? Why did that trigger me? Where did that come from? Like, what is a good ingredient trade out that I could be using? What is a good, what's a recipe that I could be trying that I haven't tried yet? How can I get rid of my brain fog enough so that I can think straight to go to the store and buy something? How can I be in a community of women that can actually encourage me and support me? Crystal says, it's my opinion too. You're the best, Crystal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Suzette, she says, you are a true life coach. You guys, you're so amazing. Can I repeat the trio? I will absolutely repeat the trio. Did you want me to repeat just how to get it, or what did you want? Just let me know. You guys are so good. You're so good to me. Good morning, Linda. Good to see you. It's because, I started this live today by saying that I basically accidentally turned back my insulin resistance. And it really is true, because I was the most unlikely person ever on the face of the planet. Usually I have my before and after picture up on TikTok, because I was very unlikely. I was a 2X. I was addicted to sugar. I was only taking ibuprofen as a supplement. I mean, I knew it wasn't a supplement, but that's how I was taking it every day on the daily, taking ibuprofen. And that is so bad for your body. And I feel like I just kind of didn't want to know how bad it was for me, but I didn't feel good. I was aching. I felt like trash. I was exhausted. I was napping so much, and I knew that I was heading in a really bad direction. But what ended up happening was, when I started to take the trio, what it is. So I started to take these. These are 3 supplements that have ingredients that help with insulin sensitivity. So this one, and all of these, when you're on Instagram, you can get, when you jump off the live, just get right into my message, go to my profile, and you can get right into my messages and tell me that you want information on the trio. This one helps with, it's a glucose helper, and helps with sugars and insulin. But little tiny side note, it has a couple of herbs in it. You take it 3 times a day. Herbs in it. One herb helps with sugar cravings and one herb helps with appetite control. So what does that sound like to anybody? Anybody? Maybe a little injection, like people are trying to help food noise. That's one of the main things that people notice first is the food noise, because that's the exhausting part of what's going on in our brain, and we feel so drawn. The second one is actually for your liver, and your liver governs your glucose in your blood, and it governs your hormones, and insulin is a hormone, and it also metabolizes fat for you. So if you're trying to lose fat and you can't lose fat, if your liver is tired and toxic, you'll never lose fat. FYI. And then the third one is an extract that really helps you with your metabolism and visceral fat. So we have a lot of fatty liver. So 3 times a day, and then these 2 are twice a day. And they have fully supported me in losing my 3 sizes. I went from a 2X down to a large. I'm in my 50s. I did this after my cycle stopped. I'm 59. I'm not on any meds. I completely, and I do attribute it to this, but I can't make the claim, because I would never be so irresponsible to do that. But I contribute this 100% to me being the only person in my family to not have type 2. I'm the only one. And I'm not on any meds. I'll be 60 in January. So I'm just telling you that there's a different thought process that can take place. And the thought process is, instead of doing injections, potentially, right? Instead of doing injections that are knocking on the door of your pancreas, trying to get your pancreas to create more insulin, why not let's work on a cellular level? Why not let's get your cells, because it's your cells that are resistant. Your cells are resistant. Your pancreas is not being a bad organ. Your cells are resistant. So you need to go from resistant, open sesame, to sensitive. Cells are resistant. Get them to open up and become more sensitive to the insulin shuttling the glucose into your cell for energy. Because when the door is closed, the extra glucose gets turned into fat, number 1, bummer. And number 2, you are exhausted. And then when you're exhausted, your body goes, whoo, I need more energy. I need fast energy. Where are the carbs? Where's the sugar? Where are the carbs? I need pine that burns hot and fast into my wood stove right now. Pine, where is it? Where is it? Where are the chips? Where's the ice cream? Where's the Snicker bar? Where's the bagel? Where's the pasta? Where's the bread? Come on. I need quick energy. That's why you're craving carbs and sugar. So stop being so dang hard on yourself all the time, because there is a biological conversation here at hand. Because you're exhausted, because your cell door is closed. Do you understand that? Does this make sense to you? I hope this makes sense to you. So when you can get it to be more sensitive and the glucose can actually get into your cell, you're not so tired and you stop packing on the pounds. Now, let's figure a way to trade out your ingredients so that you can stop spiking your sugars and calling on insulin and making your body go back and forth and back and forth. Let's stop what got you into the pickle to begin with. And then you can become a fat burning machine and still be a foodie. That's the nutshell. You can get them from me because these are not sold in the stores. So you have to buy them from a business owner like myself. So you can get them from me. You can either message me, or if you're on Instagram, my site is right there. And you'll see there's a number 2 button that says Trio. And when you click on that button that says Trio, you'll see a 2.5-minute video that I did to explain it to you so that you have clarity. You'll see a cart with the 3 supplements in it. So you've got full, like, everything's streamlined, simple. And then if you scroll, you'll see about a dozen testimonies, about a dozen. If you want more than a dozen, if you want oodles of testimonies, Look at the pink highlight bubble that says Trio on my Instagram, the top of my profile. That has oodles of testimonies. Okay. So this is looking at weight loss through the lens of insulin resistance. That's what this is doing. Looking at weight loss through the lens of insulin resistance, because when your insulin is high, nope, you're not going to be able to burn fat. You can't do it. When your sugars are high, you can't lose weight. Nope. Hamster wheel. Bring them down. Bring them down. Get your liver functioning, get your body functioning. And now all of a sudden you can metabolize fat. You can begin to lose weight. And I am 150% convinced that women are sliding into their 40s. They are insulin resistant. They do not know it. And nobody's having this conversation with you, just like nobody was having the conversation with me. And it's keeping you stuck in your weight. It's keeping you in a holding pattern that is very frustrating. And you're wondering, why doesn't anything work for me anymore? If I had a nickel, probably now it would have to be $1 or a $10 bill, inflation. For every time I have had somebody get into my inbox and say, nothing is working for me anymore. And I say, have you considered viewing your weight loss through the lens of insulin resistance? And they're like, well, not really, because you just don't know why. Why should you view things through the lens of insulin resistance? Because when your sugars are high and your insulin is high, you can't lose weight. You're stuck. And it's so dang frustrating. And counting points, if those points are not created to look through the lens of insulin resistance, there might be a temporary, there might be a pause on the weight loss. Like you might lose some and then you might stall out or gain it right back again, because again, you didn't deal with the core issue of insulin resistance. So before I jump off, I'm going to give you 3 options. Okay. 3 options. I'm so glad you don't mind repeating yourself, because I needed to hear this too many times, but that's the whole point, Wendy. I thank you for saying that. I'm actually going to pop that up here. I'm going to tell you why. This is what you need to know. Okay. If this was rocket science and I had to give you 777 steps that you had to take to turn back your insulin resistance, lose weight, bring down your sugars, bring down your insulin, bring down your HBP, get off of your anti-sadness medication, get off of your anti-anxiousness medication. These are all things that have happened, by the way. Sleep better, have more energy, work with your PCOS, work with your type 2, work with your gout. If there were 777 steps every single time I open my mouth, would that not be so incredibly overwhelming to you? So this is either easy or it's not. I vote easy. I vote easy. This doesn't have to be complicated. So it's the same conversation over and over and over again. I view everything through the lens of insulin resistance. Once you turn back your insulin resistance of your cell being closed and you begin to open up your cells and they become more sensitive, then what happens is you are able to finally lose weight. You're able to, in the testimonies that have been given to me, because again, no claims, you're able to get off of scripts and you begin to turn back your body, turn back the clock. And you want to do that. You think you want to do it only for your weight, which doesn't suck. It doesn't suck to lose sizes. That's a good thing, right? But your future self really wants you to do this. So here are your 3 options. Good, better, best. Okay. And you can even message me and say, I need good, better, best. And this is what I'll do. Cart number 1, that is good. will have the trio in it. Okay. Cart number 2. And you can find the on TikTok, go to my profile and then click up here, click my name, my face right here again. And it will take you out of the live and it will take you to my profile and it will show you my Kirsten Liebelt, KirstenLiebelt.com. Okay. You can go there one page. There's a number at the top. You can just text me and you can say, I want the good cart. I want the better cart. I want the best cart. And I'll tell you what's in them. Okay. You can just message me. You can message me on Facebook. You can message me on Instagram and I will send you that cart. The good cart will have the trio in it. The better cart will have the trio. Where did I took it. I took my probiotic. Pretend my probiotics here. The good cart, the better cart will have the trio and the gut reset protocol, the primer and a probiotic. And the best cart will have the trio, the gut reset protocol, and the fat burner. Okay. And the fat burner, actually, I haven't taken it today. This fat burner, I'll show you the powder. So it's just really a fine powder. That is a clinical dose. This whole thing is a clinical dose of a blood orange extract, and it targets visceral fat. And there's no hype. I refuse to hype this. It doesn't need hype. Most everybody that's telling me the results are telling me about after one box, after 30 days, and it's targeting your waist and your hips. 100% that's what's happening to me. I've been taking it now since August. My hips are very much narrowing, which I didn't think was going to happen. That's another thing where I thought I just had to live with it because it's the stubborn fat. It's the fat that doesn't go away easy. Most people will say to me something like, after 30 days, after one box, they've lost 1 inch, like in their ribs, their waist, their hips. That's just real. It's an actual text. And then my husband, it was his love handles. So this is something that continues month after month. So it's a high antioxidant. It's literally targeting your waist and your hips. And nobody doesn't want that. But anyway, so this is a great addition, but it tastes like, it tastes exactly, you guys, like an orange pixie stick, like when you were a kid. I don't mean it tastes, just a little tiny bit like an orange pixie stick. No, I'm convinced that they just recreated the orange pixie stick. How could this possibly work? It really is that good. Hold on. Because I don't want to forget. But it's a 400 milligram extract. It's a clinical dose. And if you haven't been taking it yet, it might be something you want to add on. And if you have been and you have a testimony for me, please let me know. Kristen says that is awesome. Anna says that her A1C is now normal. Anna, way to go. Way to go. And by the way, this is another layer of insulin sensitivity. It actually helps with insulin sensitivity also. I'm not going to bring to you something that's not connected to insulin resistance in that way, because the whole point is that we're going to layer. Some people want all of the layers and you want the best cart where all three, the trio, the gut reset protocol, and the fat burner are in one cart. Some people are going to just want the better cart with the trio and the gut reset protocol. And some people are just going to want the trio. Wherever you start is perfect for you. It's okay. Don't feel like you have to do more than you're able, but also don't sabotage yourself from doing what you can do. If you can do the best, do the best. Give your body a chance to turn back and to heal. And it does take time. This is not a quick fix. I am not offering anybody and saying, magic. This will get fixed overnight. No, I would never, ever say that. This is a journey. You are literally healing your engine. You're healing things inside of you that needed to be healed. And don't forget to get into the group. Ditch insulin resistance for women. Don't forget to get in there, because on Monday, we're going to do our 19th 5-day challenge. You'll get ingredient trade outs. You'll get a recipe. You'll get just more encouraging. I mean, I tell different stories every time because I have so many of them, but you'll get different pieces of your puzzle. And sometimes you have to go through, I had somebody go through like 8 of the challenges in a row, because it just takes that kind of time to recalibrate your mindset, to recalibrate the way you were viewing how to turn things back. Maybe you have to recalibrate your expectations. There are many pieces to the puzzle when it comes to layering it that you can do, but don't confuse that with how simple it is to actually take supplements and trade out your food ingredients. One step at a time. One step at a time. And if you have a hard time taking your supplements, put alarms on your phone. One step at a time. One step at a time. Okay? So I hope you feel encouraged by that. Melissa, good to see you. Good to see you. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that you got what you needed for today to learn how to do a little bit of detoxing and getting rid of your bloat for the holidays. And I hope that there's clarity on my instructions. Thank you, Melissa. You're so awesome. Thank you for the gift. You're just so great. Hold on, I have to move my puzzle. There we go. Thank you so much. She's sending roses. Melissa, thank you. I hope that there's no confusion. If there is, let me know right now. If you have a question about the good, better, best carts, I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. Messenger on Facebook, Instagram, I have an inbox, and TikTok. Go up to my profile and then click on my face again and get to my profile and see where my site is at, my one-page site. And you can either text me or you can just, you can scroll up one scroll and get into the Facebook group. There's lots of things you can do. You can also, from my profile, you can jump over to IG. You can portal right over. And the only reason why is because I can't send anything clickable on the TikTok. I can't. They just have it that way, where it's not as chat friendly as Messenger is. Messenger is high chat friendly. Instagram is moderate chat friendly, and TikTok is low chat friendly. Just the way that you can share information. And so it just is what it is. Someday maybe they'll change it. And when they do, it'll make it easier. I'm sure it's protections in place. I don't know what it is. I'm not really sure, but just the way that it is. So if anybody has any questions, otherwise I'm going to go to the Mall of America and walk around and get in our exercise. Yesterday, I did not eat off of plan, but I definitely took in way more calories than normal. And so I'm going to go do some walking today and feel better. And I'm excited about that. Thank you, Carol. She says, happy shopping. Barb says, I took charge. Oh God, this is so good. You guys, let's end on this. Barb says she took charge. She brought the veggie platter and fresh steamed broccoli, and then you ate one bite of pecan and pumpkin pie. Way to go, Barb. Way to go. Do you understand? It's progress and not perfection, and you bring what you can eat. You didn't do well yesterday. Today is a new day. Woohoo! Yes, it is, Melissa. It is. And if you have pieces in place where you can deal with stress eating, I know. Okay, so that is how that goes. So there's this whole stress eating component, right? And remember, I do know what that's like because I took care of my mom with dementia. And when you are stressed, right, you just kind of want to snack or you want to keep on, eat more than normal, etc. And it is a real thing. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be unkind to yourself today. That doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't help you. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving. Let's just stay connected here through the month of December. Let's stay connected. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. I'm right here. And then the challenge in the group is at 3 p.m. Central Standard. I changed the time. 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, starting on Monday, December 2nd. And for 5 days, stay connected into me and this track to run on. And then let's go into January, like full force with a plan. Full force with a plan. And if you missed the interview in the group, it was an interview with Jenny Potter, the author of Self-Sabotage No More. If you need to get this better, you need to have those emotions, those unprocessed emotions dealt with. Go listen to those sessions. We had 6 sessions, and then the 7th one was an interview with her. Or get her book. And then I do have some book giveaway at the beginning of December, just FYI. It's coming. Progress, not perfection, Wendy. It has to be, because otherwise, yes, Barb, yes, take charge of what you can eat. If you feel like you have to be perfect all the time, then you will undoubtedly continually give up because it's unachievable. It's just unachievable. You order the probiotic. You're going to order, or you did order the probiotic for stress. Good for you, Melissa. You might have already ordered it. Yep. Good for you, because you do. And I don't know, Melissa, if we've ever talked about adaptogenic herbs, but if in the future you need to know more about like the rhodiola or the ashwagandha, consider those. I don't know where, I'm not remembering right now. But those things can help with stress. God gave us answers. But I'm going to tell you, it took me probably three good full rounds of holiday seasons to make progress until about the 4th one, I was able to do it. And now it doesn't concern me at all. Because I have my pieces in place. I have my pantry in place. I have my refrigerator in place. And when I go somewhere else, I bring something that I want, whether it's the food, or if I know that, let's say you're a snacker, bring the snack, bring the canister of mixed nuts. Even if you're overeating the calories on the mixed nuts, at least you're not eating all of the tortilla chips and the potato chips and the whatever that just spike the crap right out of your sugars and send you flying. You don't have to do that, but you learn those tricks as you go. Tweak, 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 tweak. And pretty soon you land on a holiday season and you go, I'll be darned. I am not freaked out about this holiday season. Huh. Well, that's a pretty cool feeling. And you did it over time, and you gave yourself grace and permission to journey. You have to do that. The time's going to pass anyway. You might as well give yourself permission and grace. No shame. No shame. You did, Melissa. Perfect. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That'll be very helpful for you. So anyway, all right. You guys have the best day ever on the face of the planet. I'm going to go to the Mall of America and go shopping. I might not buy anything. We'll see. But I'm going to go with my family, and we're going to get a bunch of steps in and enjoy the people watching. It's going to be crazy pants. But the decorations will be amazing. And then I'll see you Monday morning, 10 o'clock right here. So put in your phone, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday morning, right here. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday, December 2nd, inside of the group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women, I will go live and we'll do a 5-day challenge. So do that, okay? All right. Thanks, Melissa. I will. All right. Have the best day ever, you guys. Good to see you.